It is a good chance for us actually today to re-practice again the context of the offline access. The main purpose today is the BitLocker activation. It's not the offline access. We're going to re-practice again because this needs us to reactivate to see the issue, and we're going to set the countermeasure. We know what is the offline access. It is a mode of accessing the computer in an offline mode without control, without identity, in a very obscure mode. So this is not new for us. We are going to re-practice again. We'll see how to do so. Yet the main purpose here is the countermeasure versus such the offline access. It is an attack because we do not have anything to do but to control the system directly, um, to manipulate the system resources. Other than that, we do not have to access in an offline mode. To access actually in an obscure mode, you don't have the functionality running. You'll be able to manage only the resources to see, copy, delete, that's it. You'll not be able to run applications in an offline mode. That's the access to a computer in an offline mode. It's a matter of uh, mainly it is an attack. Countermeasuring the offline access needs from us to refer to the cryptography. We have to encrypt the drives where where sensitive resources are located. Mainly, we talk about the system resources, the system directories, system files, uh, system, let's say, utilities, but they have applications used by the system to accomplish different tasks, whether they are related to security or related to the goodwill and the good behavior of the system itself. Cryptography is the key. Cryptography to encrypt those resources completely. How to encrypt actually? We are going to see that and we are going to test the access after the security has been set. First of all, we have, in order to make the thing actually clear from the beginning, we have to settle up the context of the offline and we have to see how to do an offline access. And then after we have to secure against, and then after we test to do the same attack again. Let's do the offline attack and later on we will see how to set the countermeasure. First of all, I'm going to start my virtual machine. I prepared the machine for this purpose only. It is actually we are going to use the same Windows 10. I'm going to use the Windows 10. I actually prepared it for this one without any security. It is a very new machine, which is Windows 10, which is running on Windows 10. Okay, loaded. This is a new machine, so it will not take time. So just a few seconds. This is because it's a new machine only, so you will not find that this update on your computer. It's not expected. Great, we are in now. We are in. Actually, immediately I'm gonna test my offline access. I'm gonna try to swap my machine to see my session. Sorry, to see if I'm able to see the same credentials. Actually, I'm accessing as Murad. Again, here I am Murad. Again, accessing only Murad is available as a user. Yes, great. Again and again and again. So the same scenario. With the offline access, remember that we have to use the utility manager here, the utility manual from here, the use of access control, use of access menu. So it is working very fine so far. First of all, I'm going to start by creating new users. So let's do so. To achieve this attack. So let's create the frame, or let's say manage the session. In this computer, I'm going to create a new user. So PC, the manager here, local users. I'm going to create a new user. Right click a new user. I'm going to give it the name Ellen. Let's say okay. Description nothing. Just I'm going to give the password for this Salem, whatever the password is. I'm going to say Salem 123. It's okay. 123. Again, Salem 123. I'm gonna must change. No, I'm gonna take it off. User cannot change the password. No, I'm not. No controls here. I'm gonna say just create. So Salem 123. Great. Here, this is the Salem, and double click it. Member of. I'm gonna set him as an administrator. So add. I'm gonna say here advanced. From here, I'm gonna search for the find all. all, and here I'm going to choose the administrators. Here it is, these the administrators. Just here, just confirm that. Yes, now he's administrator. Just double click again, we find that the Salim is administrator still. That's great. So perfect. Can we create another one? No, it's not the perps. It's not the perps behind. Close. Okay, let's check now. Let's lock this Murad. Okay, just waiting. Okay, now we have two. We have the Salim has appeared. Okay, Murad, I can log in. Still Murad. Lock again. Sign out. Oh, no worries. I'm going to choose Salim. Yes, I have to put a password. Without password, no. Without password, no. I have to put a password, which is Salim 123. Salim 123. Great. Any other passwords? Well, let me say 1234. 1234. If you not go, no. It has to be Salim 123. Salim 123. Yes, only 13. Salim 123. Great. Let's log in. Yes, it is logging in. Hi. Yes. So we are in. Successful. Successful. We are going to hack this Salim's account. We're going to block this Salim and we are going to use his account. We are going to hack his account. Clearly saying. How to? This is using the offline access mode. So this Salim would be actually, this Salim account would be attacked using the offline access mode. So who am I here? I am Salim. Great. Who am I? I am Salim. CMD, even if I check using the CMD, who am I? Salim. Here it's Salim. That's great. So I'm going to close. Log out from here, from this Salim. Whatever, I'm going to change the background and see later on, let's say. Personalize. Background. If it gives me the chance to modify that. Whatever, actually, it's not the perps. No, whatever, I'm gonna neglect. I was thinking to give a different background for this Salim. To differentiate it from Murad, no more or less. Actually, immediately I'm going to lock this screen. Murad, Salim, okay. Murad, Salim, okay. Ease of access, working very fine. Let's get in as Murad. Let's do the necessary changes in order to attack this Salim's account now. Okay, settings. Recovery options. It said recovery options. Here it is. Advanced startup. Start now. Restart now. Yes, restart anyway. Troubleshoot. Advanced options. Command prompt. I'm going to access Murad. Continue, straightforward, no control at all, because Murad is an administrator in this computer, so and he's not accessing with the password. So reg edit here. My tool is reg edit. I'm going to call the registry reg edit. Yes. From here, I'm going to refer to the drive where the Windows is. Anyone? Okay. Export. C drive. Yeah. Windows. System 32. here all the resources, then search for utilman with u. Utilman, I'm gonna switch. Yes, here it is. It is an application here. See, it is an application. I'm gonna rename it to utilman 1. I'm gonna rename it to be utilman 1. Great. So enter, refresh. I'm gonna search for the utilman again. I will find the name to be utilman 1 after I refreshed. Yes, here it is. Utilman 1 now. We do not have utilman. We have utilman 1. Directly, I'm going to use the same name. See, utilman, the same spelling. I'm going to rename the CMD, the command prompt, with utilman. I'm going to change the name of this CMD here. I found it. In the same directory, did not change. CMD. I'm going to change its name to utilman. See, the same spelling. Enter, refresh, search for the utilman again. We have no CMD now. We have only utilman and utilman 1. Utilman. Here. Utilman is the black screen, the command prompt, and utilman 1 is the old utilman. Terminated. Our tools have been altered so far. Have been altered. Close. Continue. Loading in. Okay, who am I? Murad. Let me look. Try to log in as Murad again. Let's try. Yes, I mean, lock again. Let me check to access as the Salim. Okay, without password I cannot. With a password, let me type any password. I'm going to type Salim only. Salim only. Okay, any password. No, it will not go. It has to be correct only. So Salim 123. Salim 123. Okay. Yes, we are in. We are very fine. Who am I? Salim. Great. Let's lock. Now we have actually a sort of a compromised device. How I knew that? Because here, if I go to the ease of access button, click, no ease of access, but we have a command prompt that appears to us. We do not have ease of access, but menu that appears here ordinarily, it is not available. Here we have a command prompt that appears to us. It does not have any ease of access. Yes, we succeeded in injecting. So now how to hack this Salim's account? From this control panel, from this command prompt, I'm going to call the control panel control, use the command control, and the functionality is the user password 2. User passwords 2. It's a user, not user passwords 2. Come on. User passwords 2 is the function that holds the interface where we control the user's passwords. Enter. Yes, see the user accounts window. Great. We have the users, but this Salim is an administrator and with password. This Salim is with password. I'm going to allow the editing of the accounts with passwords. I'm going to allow to edit the accounts that they are secured with passwords, that they are password secured. Tick this button, and now I can select this cell here. When I select it, I have to reset the password. I have the function to reset the password. Pirate. Immediately I have to enter the new password. What I'm going to say here, whatever I'm going to say, Oman O capital 1 2 3 4 5. Oman O capital 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, I'm free. Oman O capital 1 2 3 4 5. Great. Apply. Okay. Terminate. The ordinary password of this Salim is Salim. The ordinary password of this Salim is Salim123. Salim123. Log in. No, it is incorrect. Now the Salim123 is incorrect. Let's hack this account. This account with Salim123 is hacked. Let's terminate. But when I type Oman 1 2 3 4 5 all capital, yes, I mean successful. So we successfully hacked this Salim's account because of the offline access. The offline access is an approach via which we access the system in an offline mode. Yet changing passwords, account passwords like this, it's not permitted because this is an administrator's role. When we take the example of the University of Israel here, if you want to change your password, the one that you use to access the domain, you have to access the technical team to do so for you. So it is an elevated role. It's not for the users, it's for the administrators only. We did it, so we hacked. To prevent such a hack, such an approach means to prevent such a behavior means this use of access will not allow anybody to access the offline and change the utilman utility or any other similar applications. We have to set a countermeasure. The countermeasure suggested here is the cryptography. We're going to encrypt the drive in order not to allow anybody to access this drive in an offline access. Which drive I mean? Salim, we said Oman 1 2 3 4 5. No, I said Oman 1 2 3 4 5. I made a mistake, sorry, typo. Oman 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, great. Which drive I mean? Is the drive where the Windows is, which is the C drive. The C drive, this one. You see? This drive here, the C drive. Why C drive? Because we have the Windows folder it's inside the C. The Windows folder, we have to protect this drive. How to? So we have to encrypt this drive. To do so, we have to activate the BitLocker. To activate this BitLocker, it's an administrator role. Let's go with the ordinary and the very, let's say, regular path. I'm going to activate a policy to activate this BitLocker. I'm going to enable the policy to activate this BitLocker. To do so, actually, when I click to activate this BitLocker, it tells me that it is not, let's say, a trusted step to do. You have to be allowed. It is forbidden to access such a function. So the compatibility criteria I'm going to allow. I'm going to enable the BitLocker. Full stop. How to enable? Because I repeat, turning on a BitLocker is not allowed on my machine. So I'm going to allow the BitLocker to be activated. How to? Group policy. Here in the search engine, I'm going to say G policy. We're on the CMD, and from the CMD, I'm going to call it. There is no CMD. Remember that we changed it to utilman. So I'm going to say utilman. Here it is. And from here, I'm going to say the G policy. SecPol. I'm going to call the SecPol. I'm going to call the SecPol, the security policy SecPol tool. SecPol. Okay, here it is. Here in the accounts policy, let's say, sorry, in the local policies, I'm going to say the local policies. I'm going to control the local policies. From the local policies, we have two types, sorry, local policies, I said. Security options. Seems to be I'm missing the thing actually. Okay, let me just serve the entries, browse the entries in this regard. System audit, user rights, audit policies, user rights. No, it's not. Security options. Seems to be. I'm going to refer to the GP edit actually, the group policy editor. I'm not going to refer to this local. I'm going to refer to the group policy editor. So GP edit. MSC. Yes, this is the one. So the tool I refer to is the group policy editor, GP edit, group policy editor. .msc is the one we need. .msc is the one, group policy editor. This is the one. And in here, administrative templates. Let's say, let me. Okay. Windows components, BitLocker drive encryption. Here, removable operating systems, operating system drives. Enable use BitLocker authentication required. Double click, and here enable. I repeat the step in a short way. So I refer to the GP edit, not the local policy, but it's the GP group policy editor, GP edit.msc. Okay, the group policy editor. In here, I refer to the administrative template or templates. From here, we need the Windows components. From the Windows components, BitLocker drive encryption, and in here I'm going to refer to the operating system drives. And from the operating system drives, when I click, I enable the BitLocker authentication requiring, let's say, a pre-boot keyboard or something like that, input to input something. So I'm going to enable it, double click it, and enable from here. Done. Just confirm that. How to confirm that? Just okay. Apply and okay. Done. I close. Close this one also. Last finished. When I come back here, trying to enable, turn on the BitLocker. Let me check again. Refresh the PC. Turn on BitLocker. TPM. There is something I have to redo it again. So again, I'm receiving the same message. So again, I'm gonna come back to the group policy editor. TP edit.msc. Yeah. So computer configuration. I'm going to refer also to the user configuration also. Let me do it in the user configuration, not only the computer configuration. It is related to the session of my uh, computer. Let's say Windows components, BitLocker. There is no BitLocker here. Yeah, so it's only related to the computer. Windows components, BitLocker drive, operating system drives. Again, enable the use of BitLocker. Okay, authentication, require additional authentication as startup. Not only enable this one, enable BitLocker, enable next settings, allow pins, no, okay, require the startup, enable, yes, this is the one. So the startup only, I'm gonna allow the authentication as startup, When I enable it, there is the TPM that it has to be actually activated, which is this one. Okay, great. This is the appropriate option, so I'm gonna apply. Okay, close it. Let me try to do it again. Turn on. Still, I'm gonna refresh. I see. Right click. Turn on BitLocker. Did I miss something? Option in the require. See, this is the option. Require additional authentication as startup. Require additional authentication as startup. I'm going to refer to that option. Require additional authentication as startup. So, GP policy. GP edit.msc. .msc. Yes. Administrative templates, Windows components, BitLocker, operating system drives require additional as startup. Here, this is the one. Auto startup. Yes, enable. Perfect. I'm gonna apply and OK. Close. Close. Not this one. Yeah, my C drive. Right click now. Turn on. Perfect. It is working. It is doing the thing. Next. Actually, just to confirm here, no more or less, it's just a notes of warning, just to be precautious, no more no less. Just next. It is doing the necessary tasks. BitLocker actually startup was unable to move recovery. Just restart now. Let him restart. Yes, yes. Let him do. He knows what to do. Anyway, Okay, in again, Oman 4, 5. Immediately my drive. Right click, turn on BitLocker. Prepare your drive for BitLocker encryption drive. Yes. Next. Actually, the key to be utilized. The key. Let me enter the key here to be utilized. The password. I'm gonna use the same password actually for this Oman for this computer. In order not to make, I'm gonna write a new password. Let me write another password. I'm gonna say Murad at 123. Murad all in small at 123. Next. Okay, I'm gonna save what the password actually I used for in the file. I'm gonna save the password I used in desktop or whatever. In desktop here. You cannot use the same location where it has be actually. It is going to be encrypted. He's saying. Let me check the message again. Choose a different location. Okay, actually, I do not have any other location. I'm going to choose another. I'm going to choose another option. Print the recovery key. Whatever I'm going to print it. Just I'm going to say I'm going to print it as a PDF file. Whatever. This is the unique option in this machine. Yes, let's save it here. I'm going to say BitLocker key. PDF. It is a PDF. I'm going to print it in the desktop. Okay, next. Okay, the full disk actually this is the faster, but it is a new disk, so I'm going to use this option, include the full disk. Okay, let him check and run the BitLocker. No need to gain time only. Start the encryption. See, the key has appeared. Okay, there is no immediately. It was very fast. That's great because actually we do not have anything except the system. This drive is completely empty. So now this key actually, this lock that has appeared to us, it is open lock. It is an open lock, and if I click, it is going to open. See, yeah, it is open. Let me open the control panel. Let me open the control panel to check the BitLocker running or not. Control panel. Yes, here it is. I'm gonna open the categories as actually large icons. BitLocker. Here it is. The BitLocker. Sorry, this is the BitLocker drive encryption. It is actually on. It is on the C drive. It is on. That's great. So it is on the C drive. Remove password. Okay, that's great. So it is very fine. Now, actually, to activate it truly, I have to restart the machine in order to see a closed pad. Now it is open to me. Let me restart the machine, and we will see how it would look like later on. Restart. Yes, we have to enter the BitLocker, which is no, I said Mrad at 123. Mrad at 123. So yes, I mean, let me access Al Salem. So Oman at 12345. What did I do? Oman at 12345. What was the password? Did I miss? Oman. There is no at 12345. There is no at Oman 12345. No at. I'm sorry. Yeah, great. This is the key that has been saved. Let me check my drive now. My computer, my drive. Okay, still secured, but the key was actually on the login. Regardless, gain in time now. Let me try to do. Let me lock this Salem and let me access as Murad, the administrator of this computer. Let's say this domain. Sign in. Right here. Who am I? I'm Murad. Okay, great. Let me try to do the offline access now. Let me try to do the offline access. So here, settings, recovery, options, advanced startup, restart now, restart anyway, because Salim is logged in already. And we'll see. We'll be able to access the troubleshooting and the command prompt or not. Troubleshoot, advanced options, command prompt. BitLocker password. Any attacker tries to open this drive, never. Whatever the password you give. It has to be only what was? I said Murad at 123. Yes. Only Murad at one, only the password we set for that drive. Otherwise, no one will access in an offline mode. None. None. Then none. Okay, thank you for the follow-up. Thank you for the follow-up. I'm gonna stop the recording here and I'm gonna give you the video. I need you to demonstrate all the activation.